Hello, divas. My goodness, it has definitely been a journey to bring you this episode, and I must say that the title of this episode has shifted a couple of times because what I intended to bring to you was the topic of I'm Not Your Friend, which deals with parenting. And Sunday night, which is when I initially planned it to post and to go live with this current week's episode of the show, again, life happened. And I thought, wow, how interesting it is to shift, because that's what we have to do, is be able to shift. And as I made adjustments and I said, okay, well, the next, I'm going to speak to this topic. I'm going to speak to that topic. And really what it boiled down to by the time I got around to actually recording and going live with this particular show, I realized the only concept I could actually use was life happens. And yes, I am laughing too, because sometimes we have to take a moment and just laugh. We have to just see the humor in what we're doing. We try to choreograph everything to be perfect. And what we have to realize is that life happens, and so it's not perfect. It isn't. And guess what? That's okay for it not to be perfect. So here's the big lesson of the day. The big lesson of the day is that sometimes life just happens. And what you have to do when life happens is to keep it moving and keep it going. So my day, it didn't start the way I planned, but every aspect of today happened according to the way it was supposed to go. And what that means is that in dealing with my bury a dead body friend, you'll hear more about that concept later, what a bury a dead body friend is. We need to take care of some business. And we've been trying to handle this business for the longest time, and we've trying to coordinate, etc. And as some of you who've been tuning in may know, that I am headed to the Philippines to host a Divas Retreat Tabula Rasa, which means new beginnings in the Philippines. And I'm excited about that. As I plan for that particular venture and adventure, I realized that, my goodness, there's so much on my plate. But guess what? Life still happens. And I still need to keep going, keep it moving, because I'm still a mom. I'm still a woman with a purpose. I still am a solopreneur, a womanpreneur, who the main goal is that it is time for me to operate in my purpose and passion. And that means not giving 100%, because 100% won't do. I need 150%. But the bottom baseline piece of life still happens is that in me planning and coordinating the events and the intermittent goals of what I am destined to accomplish, I have to take a moment, step back, and take stock and realize life still happens. And what that means is that I don't need it to stop me. I don't need it to limit me. I don't need it to encumber me. But I must respect that I am still one person who's human and fallible, meaning that you're going to make mistakes. Although we want to say, we're superwoman and we got superpowers, etc. Sometimes we need to rejuvenate. And as I took a moment yesterday to rejuvenate, so my apologies for not releasing the Sunday wind down, wrap up, jumpstart for Sunday night, was that I had to take a moment. Because life was happening and I was worn out. It's not so much starting a new business, being a mother, parenting is hard. And so, which will be a topic of another show later, having to really get in the bouquet of my child about opportunities and expectations, it really took a lot. And I realized that at that moment in time, it was mommy time. So my apologies. It wasn't diva time in the concept of creating a show. It was mommy time. And it was vital. It was critical that I parent at that moment and that I didn't let up because something else was distracting me. Because life happens. So often we beat ourselves up as women when there's so many things pulling at us and we don't know which way to go. We don't take stock of and really plan the next phase, and we act in those bells and those whistles. So I thought when we thought about life happens, I need to take everything that was on my mind and pull it all out there. So let me tell you a little bit about this morning. This morning I got up, I said, okay, I didn't post the show last night. I had some concrete things I wanted to talk to and speak to, but I didn't get a chance to, so I'm going to get up this morning. So I'm up at 4:30, 5 o'clock this morning, and I'm taking my momentary meditation prayer time to say, okay, God, I need you, because right now I am feeling it. That's the best way I can describe. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling so many things. I'm dealing with so many things that I need you right now. And when I began to meditate on those thoughts, those words, that mindset, clarity began to ensue. And I realized that it is not for me to do everything, every moment, every time. Is that I have to sometimes rewind the tape, take a moment, step back, and take a better look, a reflective look of what's really going on. Because my time is valuable. It really, truly is. I'm valuable. And for me to keep it together, which is the topic of another show and discussion, I'm one that, those of you that begin or you're new to follow me, I'm really big on metaphors. I see so many things and everything. And I can't wait to share some of those things with you. But when I thought about, my goodness, I'm feeling it right now. And I said, God, I need you, because so many things are running across my brain, so many thoughts, and I don't want to give it place and space, because they're not thoughts that's going to help me grow and reach my next level. And I realized, gosh, this is life happening. Because this is what we deal with every day. As humans, as women, as mothers, as wives, as sisters, as cousins, as best friends. Life happens. How we choose to react when life happens is clearly the key to all of this. We have a choice to make. Do we let life take us down? Do we choose to go down that dark road? Do we choose to have a pity party of one? Or do we choose to have a pity party and we invite others to it, who are gonna do nothing but add to that sense of negative thought and mental mindset and behaviors? And I said, no, that's not who I am. That's not what I am. That's not my purpose. And it's definitely not my passion with the Diva Network, the Diva Circle, and the whole concept of devastating style. And if you have not gotten an opportunity to listen to the song Diva, you truly need to. You can search it out on Django and request it on Django. As of today, you should be looking within the next 24, 48 hours to download it to iTunes. This song, this anthem, is not because I'm trying to jump into the music business. It's an anthem and a focus point for all of us, because it's representative of about our journey. And like I mentioned before, if you don't have February 25th, 2017 marked on your calendar to be at the most awesome, devastating event, you need to do so promptly. Because it will be life-changing, transformational. Details coming soon on how we have early bird registration, and you really want to get in on that early bird registration. But the focus of this chat with you today was not to tell you about what's coming down the pike, but was to talk to you and chat with you and marinate and bond with you about what's occurring today. Because life is happening. Are you a participant or are you a bystander? Are you a worrier or are you an activator? Do you allow life to happen to you, or do you take charge and you happen to what's in your life? And that's what I had to marinate a little bit on today. Because I was tired. I had requests for things that I didn't expect to shift my schedule. But guess what? They were important. They were vital. So your reaction to when life happens to you is truly where the learning lesson is. How are you going to react? It's your choice. You can't blame somebody else. You can't say they made me do it. And you darn sure can't say the devil made you do it, because that's a lie. Okay? You have free will. You have free choice. Don't blame it on the devil. Take charge. Take ownership. And if you made a mistake, so what? Get back up. Keep moving. Keep it moving. That's what being fallible is about. So when life happens, the moral of the whole chat and the story is that when life happens to you, what choices are you going to make? What decisions are you going to make to proceed through that circumstance and that situation, so that whatever you choose to do is a true and honest manifestation of the purpose of your life and your calling and your goals. So when life happens to you, what do you do? Are you flexible? Do you see that there's opportunities to grow? Do you see that situation, whatever it may be? And let me tell you, it doesn't matter what the situation is. And I'm not belittling or minimizing any situation you might be involved in. But I need you to understand this mindset for growth. It doesn't matter what that situation is. It is still an opportunity for you to show up and show out. Because it truly might be a showdown. So the choices you make is really the determinant. Do you run and do you hide? Do you decide to blame, to criticize, to point the finger? Or do you choose to stand up and move on, move past, and learn and grow? That choice is yours. Because whether you realize it or not, life is going to happen every day, whether you choose to participate or not. How you choose to engage in the situation, that's where your power lies, and don't give it away. I have more coming for you, which is really the topic of what I wanted to talk to you. But as I sat here and I'm prepping for a couple of other tasks this evening, I was led to share with you, life happens. So what are you going to do about it? It's your choice. Yours. No one else's. And when you get to know me a little bit better, which, again, if you're listening to the Spreaker.com podcast or checking it out on YouTube, you definitely want to subscribe, because I'm telling you, there is more power. More power. Because the whole concept of the Diva Network and Diva Dating Style is for women, by women, to grow women. For women, by women, to grow women in every area of their lives. Personal, professional, or spiritual. No matter what your belief system may be. I look forward to sharing more with you. And my promise to you is that we'll have a more coherent schedule. So that makes sure that you can tune in. But I need to hear back. I need to know that you're tuning in. I want to know what it is that's on your mind. What do you want to chat about as we go live? What are the topics you want to discuss? What are those areas? And my Bury a Dead Body friend today, she said, we need to add another phase to this. She said, we need to add the Diva 911. See, when there's an emergency between us, the beginning of our text starts with Diva 911. That means I need you to be on alert, because I need your help. And I thought, you know what? That's perfect. Perfect. As women, we need to be here to build each other, to grow each other, to empower each other. It's not a competition. I am so excited about what we're going to do together as we all grow during this journey to divadom. But I will throw in a shameless plug. If you have not checked out the Diva t-shirt on Teespring or on my website at DB Coaching and Consulting on Facebook, or Diva Dating Style, or check me out and follow it on Twitter at DC Brown PhD, to check out how you can get access to those things, you need to. And guess what? Thanks to my writing muse, I can't believe she's all grown up now, who said, you know what? We chat and talk. You need to start blogging. So, ta-da! The Diva blogs have been born on WordPress. So look for the Diva blogs on WordPress, which will have tons and tons and tons more of information. And again, the Diva logs will be coming to you tried and true. And we will be broadcasting live from Cebu in the Philippines the week of October 5th. I can't wait for that either. But in the interim, remember that life happens, hon. Life happens, and it's okay. Don't let it take you. Have an amazing, amazing week. And I look forward to you joining me on the Diva Logs, the Diva Blogs, and at Diva Dating Style on Facebook. And if you haven't done so already, please, please, please bookmark February 25th, 2017. Oh, child, you do not want to miss that empowerment workshop series. You do not want to miss that. It is something like you've never seen before. I look forward to learning and growing with you, my sisters. Have a truly blessed day.